as you can see here, we've got our tomato plant growing up this single wire.
Yeah.
And a tomato plant doesn't want to do that. It just wants to grow willy-nilly everywhere and just make a big unruly bush. But from our point of view, for the amount of space we have, we're going to get less fruit if we let it do that. So as is our way as humans,
yes,
we're trying to control everything. But in this case, I don't know, works for me, does it work for the tomato? Not sure.
Okay.
So basically, if we come in here to the top of the plant,
yeah.
So this is a leaf shoot or whatever you call that, and that's your main stem there.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, this is a really good example.
Okay.
So this is your side shoot, and your side shoot always grows in the sort of upside down armpit between your leaf and your main stem. So that's it there. What you want to make sure is that you don't mistake it for these little fellas here.
Yes.
Above. So that's just the beginning of one of your flowers. There's one that's flowering, and then that flower will turn into, here's one you can see it's just starting to set fruit down here. So obviously we want to make sure that we don't snap him off, because this is going to be a whole truss of tomatoes, that little fella. Okay. So we want to take off our side shoot, and simply what we do is we just bend it one way, then the other, and it'll snap off like that.
Simple.
Okay. Now it's much easier to do it that way when they're small, but if you allow them to get a bit bigger, if you come over,
I'm sure you did this on purpose first.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I could snap this one off, but if you've let them get a bit too big like that, so we can see again, there's your leaf, there's that's your main stem, and there's our side shoot. Okay. Once they get really thick, you're better off just cutting with the secateurs, just so that you don't end up kind of ripping the branch off, and then if we damage then the stem, then that's going to be an entry point for disease. Okay. So we just want to be a little bit careful with that. And then while you're there, then this one is ready to be wound up a little bit more. So all I'm doing is I am just sort of winding the tip gently around. Careful not to bend it too much, you can snap the stem. So we're just winding it around the string like that, just enough to hold it, and there you go. And Carmel, do we see anything needs to be done here?
Nice. Let me see. Okay, I think we need to take this one out.
Yeah, more side shoots. So there's one there.
I passed the test.
Yeah, and there's another one up there. Out you come. And there we go. So you just keep doing that. It's much easier to do them when they're small like that. And then we're just coiling the tomato as it grows around our bit of twine.